Hello everyone, welcome to my project lifestyle video. We have a lot of photos here for this page. A lot of them are duplicate, so I will weed some out. I do have the dates written on the back, and as you can see, these were from July of last year. So I do have my daily journal, Fobonichi, here for that date, and so I have my journaling here all ready to go, so that is very helpful and just a nice little tip if you have it. Nice way to keep up a daily journal. So for this first photo, it was just a fun little selfie that I got my thumb in the way, so I'm going to cover that up with some cut-aparts, and then I have some alpha stickers here I'm going to show you in a second that I got from Stampin' Up!, one of their Project Life kits. So they have a metallic copper shine to them, and just like that, this first pocket is done. For the title card, we're going to do some heat embossing, and so I wanted to just put in here a little tutorial on how to heat emboss with stamps. So here's the supplies you will need. You'll need a stamp tool, and a lot of my tools are from Stampin' Up! Just because I used to be a demonstrator. You'll need a static remover. This is called an Embossing Buddy from Stampin' Up! It's just a powder that's going to remove the static from your project. You need some scrap pieces of cardstock is my suggestion to use. So a Versamark ink pad, which is a sticky clear ink pad, and then an embossing powder of your choice, whatever color, brand, whatever you have, a clear block, and then whatever stamp that you want to emboss with. And so I'm going to be using these alphas from Close to My Heart. So to begin, for your working surface, you need a scrap piece of paper folded in half. So that's going to be your working surface, and I'll show you why in a second. You take your scrap piece of paper, like I said, this is from my little scrap bin. Place your stamp on your clear block. You're going to rub your embossing buddy or your static remover just all over wherever you're going to stamp, and this is just going to remove the static from the cardstock, and you'll see why that's important also in a second. So you're going to ink up your stamp with the Versamark ink and stamp. And so this is a clear ink, so you can see it on this cardstock. And then now you're going to take your powder and just generously pour it all over where you stamped. And then shake off the excess. And you see how only the powder stuck to my stamped image? That's why you need the static remover. If you didn't do that, you would have powder stuck all over your cardstock where you didn't want it, and you would have to brush it off somehow without ruining your stamped image. And then you use your folded paper there as your funnel to funnel back in the excess powder. So now you don't want to touch the image because the powder is still loose, so you could smear it. So try not to touch it at this point. Heat up your heat tool for about 5 seconds and then point it to your powder, and you'll see there very quickly, I did fast forward this a little bit, but just that quickly though, it does melt the powder and it becomes shimmery. And that's all it takes, and that's heat embossing. So again, once the powder melts, you're done. If you hold it too long, you could burn the paper or over melt the powder and it won't look good. So to cut these letters out, use some very sharp scissors with a sharp tip, and then use a little cutting blade to cut out the middle portions. Now this may look tedious, but it really is not. My little tip here is always pull the blade towards you, and as you can see, I'm rotating the image around the blade, and the blade keeps coming in the same direction, coming towards me. I hope that makes sense. That gives you a nice smooth cut, and it is actually very easy to do. A little practice. Watch your fingers, please don't cut yourself. But again, that's my tip. Start from the top and drag the knife down towards you, and then rotate your image to get those little pieces out. This is something you can do in front of the TV if you like, if you have a lot, but it really did not take that long. So now I have all my embossed letters, so there's a few ways you could attach these. So for the first demonstration, I'm using a two-way glue pen. It has a nib on the end, and this allows you to basically use a pen with glue on it. It's a little messy, and it doesn't stick very well. As you can see, I do have a little struggle here because it doesn't get tacky right away. Here's the best way. This is a Xyron sticker maker. It's perfect for these little images if you do this a lot. So I wanted to show you how to use it. You would slide your image in whatever cut apart you've made face up. So imagine any little flower or bird or anything that you cut out that you want to glue on that's just kind of tedious, or alpha letters like this. You pull on the tab on the end and then you tear it off, and that's it. Now you basically just rub around your letter to make sure all the adhesive around your letter is kind of off. You peel off this top layer, which now will have all of the adhesive stuck to it, and where the letter is going to be just wax paper, and now it's a sticker. The adhesive is on the back of this letter. So now I just peel it off and stick, and that is it, and that sticks perfectly and easy, and it works for all these letters. And like I said, any small images you have, that sticker maker is great. Mine is super old, so it doesn't look very cute, but they have made them a lot more cute looking now, and they're available at Michael's, and I believe even Joann's has them. So on to the rest of the page. So I just used again more of that same scrap cardstock, and just I punched it out with my oval punch and just wrote the location and date. And then I still thought this was a little busy for me, so I'm going to take this thick marker and just outline the border. And I just went with a thick marker just to see how it looks. Usually I go with a thin pen, and I think it works. And then I did I stamped this sun, colored it in, and just using the glue pen to glue it down. And then I'm adding these sequins. So this glue pen is not good for sequins, so I would use a thicker glue for those, but it worked okay, but it was a little struggle. So that is my title card. Now that did take longer to do, but the rest of the pockets are going to be quite easy because it is photo heavy, and so the rest of this page is going to go together really fast. So all I'm doing is what I typically do is I lay the pictures together, I measure them to fit in the pocket, and then I just put washi tape on the back to hold them together. So this is now my fourth pocket, and so I just wanted to fill some of that empty space on the sand there, so I'm using some of these word stickers I had. I got this from a kit, so I think this is from, I can't remember the name of the brand. It was something I got from the expo years ago, but any word stickers or anything to fill that void. Then here's my next pocket. You can see I just copied my journaling from my Fobonichi journal page. So that made it super quick and easy to put this page together. Had my journaling already done. I'm just adding a few of these white clear stickers. These are also from Stampin' Up. These photos, again, I just taped them together with washi on the back to fit the 4x6 pocket. And I'm just adding a few random stickers that I had laying out from that Stampin' Up kit. And that is it. So here's the whole page. You can see the rest of the pockets were super easy, so spending a little more time cutting out those letters and things was worth it, and heat embossing. I hope you're inspired to give it a try. Have some fun, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!